Today I'll be talking about Sophie's most striking physical feature, her beautiful coat. Join us as I go into detail about its many interesting qualities. Hello, it's Joanna with my Goldendoodle diary. I make videos about Goldendoodle dogs, particularly about my Sophie. If you're interested in this breed and want to know about my experience and perspective, subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's get on with it. If you think I can get her to wake up. I was about to do a video about Sophie's physical features, but then I realised the part about her coat probably needs a video all of its own. I also wanted to film this while she's in her Dulux dog, overgrown sheepdog state because it showcases her coat a whole lot better. So let's cover off a few interesting points about it. Broadly speaking, Sophie has a fleece coat, but some properties of her coat are different from other Goldendoodles with fleece coats. So I'll emphasise this isn't a definitive description of how fleece coats are. Sophie's coat is soft, matte and fluffy, a bit like fairy floss. It's also interspersed with slightly coarser, darker hair down the ridge of her back and tail. It's like a literal representation of her poodle and golden retriever heritage, side by side. Her coat is wavy. At the moment it looks like it's almost straight, but that's because it's long and I've brushed it out. It does get more curl when it's shorter or when it gets wet. Relative to other Goldendoodles I've met, Sophie's coat is medium in density. It's still easy to get through to the skin. On the underside though, it's quite sparse. When she's brushed, she stays looking all fluffy for a long time. A real fuzzball. No wonder people, especially children, love patting her. In her first year, Sophie's coat grew thicker and became lighter in colour than when I first got her. Like all new puppy owners, I was always wondering how her coat will end up. Well, she's now 2 years old and will be 3 soon. I haven't seen any major changes to her coat or her colouring since that first year. So I think this is how she'll stay. Sophie doesn't really have much of a doggy smell to her, so I guess her coat doesn't produce much dander. I have a slight allergy to dogs, but she doesn't make me sneeze. I guess she's hyperallergenic, but the real test for that would be if she was to meet someone with a really strong dog allergy. So far, to my knowledge, she hasn't made anyone react, and she has met a lot of people. I don't wash Sophie often. Washing too much can strip the natural oils off a dog's coat. These are the oils that help keep the coat clean, kind of like Scotch guarding furniture. Even when she gets muddy and it looks like washing is necessary, I let the dirt dry off and brush it out, and she comes out fine. Because of these natural oils, her coat is just about water resistant. So when I do wash her, at first it repels water, so it takes a while to soak right through. After being washed, she shakes herself a few times and goes from soaking wet to damp very quickly. I only use a hairdryer in winter time. And running around like a mad thing when she's wet helps her dry faster too. And finally, the big question, does she shed or not? Overall, Sophie hardly sheds at all. I would refer to her as being an almost non-shedder. I'm not having to constantly clean fur off surfaces around my house. There is a tiny amount of shedding, but it's never clearly visible. What little there is tends to kind of congregate in little tufts rather than individual fallen hairs. For different Goldendoodles, the sliding scale of shedding can vary quite a lot. Can't it, Sophie? Yeah. The way the coat is clipped or not clipped, the way it's brushed or not brushed, the way it's trimmed or left as is, all determines how Goldendoodles look. All the pictures I'm showing now are of Sophie, but it's not immediately apparent it's all the same dog. I think Goldendoodles could easily go undercover with these coat disguises. I once spoke to a Labradoodle breeder about the look of her dogs. She said to me, really the way that the dog looks depends on what you do with its coat. Same principle, of course, for Goldendoodles. In the same way magicians use smoke and mirrors for different visual effects, with Goldendoodles it's what I call fluff and mirrors as to how they look. Not only in terms of hairstyle, but how big size-wise they appear to be. There's yet more to be said about Goldendoodle coats in general, but I'll leave that for another time. Now over to you. In the comments below, let me know how Sophie's coat compares to that of the Goldendoodle you know. And again, if you like the content of this video and love Goldendoodle dogs like I do, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for new videos. Thank you for watching and see you again soon.